to another makeup tutorial with me, your host. So, you know, my first Valentine's Day look was, you know, very girly, pink, purple, you know, all that pretty gushy stuff. This one is more for the, you know, dark, sexy, oomph, you know, that type of look for, you know, the girls who are more daring, more bold. I'm looking out for both sides of the coin, so this is for, you know, that type of girl. For this look, I actually used the JUVIA'S new palette, the Saharan. That's this palette right here. It looks like this on the inside. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I've left in the description box all the products that I used and any other additional information. While you're down there, hit on that subscribe button, that thumbs up button if you like this video, share this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay beautiful. Bye. Mwah. Okay guys, so let's start things off by priming our face with the Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer, and I'm just using my hands and just giving my face a little bit of massage. Next we're gonna take our e.l.f. Poreless Primer, and again I'm just gonna massage this into my face, specifically the areas where I have my pores. I put a bit too much, but that's okay, we're just gonna keep blending it in. Next we're gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in the shade Dark, and I'm taking the shade Coral, and I'm gonna use this to color correct. This time I'm using a brush to apply it. Didn't feel like using my fingers, and then I'm just gonna take the Real Techniques Complexion sponge and just blend that all over the face. For foundation, don't laugh. I'm gonna take my sample of the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in the shade Deep 80 Neutral, and just apply this all over my face and then blend it with that Real Technique sponge. I choose to take it in a sample. That's how I tend to buy my foundation from Sephora. I take a sample first, take it home and test it, see how I like it, then I go and buy the actual thing if I like it. And so far I'm really loving the coverage and the look and everything of this foundation, so definitely a purchase. For highlighting, I'm gonna take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn and just apply that to my usual highlighted areas, and then blend that out again with that Real Technique sponge. And then we're gonna go in quickly and set it in place with the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Medium. And we're just setting all the places that we highlighted before. And yeah, I got a little too carried away and put too much over my mouth area. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible Face Powder in the shade Cocoa, and I'm using this e.l.f. powder brush to just apply this. For bronzing, I'm going to use my Shea Moisture Illuminating Mineral Bronzer in the shade Dusk and just bronze the heck out of my face. Jumping into the eyes, I'm gonna take the JUVIA'S Saharan palette, and I'm gonna first take the shade Jamila. It's like a deep orangey shade, and I'm just gonna take a fluffy blending brush and sweep this in my transitional crease, and I'm just building up the intensity to how I like it. Going back into that palette, I'm gonna take this red shade called Sokoto, and I'm just gonna apply that using a Morphe M139 brush and apply that a little below the transitional area, concentrating most of the color on the outer edge, and then whatever is left I sweep it inward. Then I'm gonna take that first brush and blend the red and the orange shade together. taking some more of that Sokoto shade, I'm gonna pop that on the outer thirds and the inner thirds of my eyes. I'm using that Morphe M139 brush to do this. So I'm just packing on the color, and then kind of whatever is left on the brush, I kind of make them meet in the crease area. Next, I'm gonna take this black shade, it's called Chad, and I'm gonna take a small pencil brush and just apply this also in the outer thirds and inner thirds of my eyelids, staying lower than where I put that red shade. Now this shade, as much as it's pigmented, and that's what I love with the Juvia's Place shade, they're very pigmented, no fallout, but it was very hard to blend these shadows. So you're gonna see me do a lot of packing and a lot of blending. Pack, then blend, pack, then blend. So I'm just blending out both areas where I applied this black shade on the outer and inner areas. And to help blend it some more, I took some more of the Sokoto shade and just further blend that. All the blending that I did, I lost some of the black, so I'm just taking a smaller detailed brush and applying some more of that on the inner and outer areas, and then blend. You know, once you apply, you gotta blend. So yeah. Then we're gonna take the first brush that we use and just do a nice blending of all the colors. And then I'm taking a clean brush because I felt like it wasn't being blended enough, and just blend those black areas to where I'm satisfied with how it's blending. Then I'm gonna take another clean brush and just blend the edges that intersects with my transitional and my brow bone area. For that empty space on the lid, I'm gonna take the shade Fula, and it's like a shimmery pinkish reddish tone, and apply that using my Sigma flat shader brush. And then I'm gonna just take the Morphe M139 brush and blend the edges of where the Chad and the Fula color intersect. And I'm gonna take this very small detail brush, I think it's from Morphe, and I'm gonna apply some more of that Sokoto, that red shade, in my transitional area using like a windshield wiper motion, because I wanted the red to show up somewhere and we had lost some of it. And then I'm just using that clean brush again to just blend the edges of it, and just applying some more black because we lost some more, and of course because I applied more, I have to blend it again to make sure it's nice. I wanted the Fula color to be more pigmented, so I took some of my e.l.f. makeup seal and just wet my brush with it, and then took some more of that Fula shade and reapplied that over my eyelids. Next, I'm gonna take my Eyeko Skinny Liquid Eyeliner in black and just create a wing. Then next, I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Mega Sparkle Confetti Glitter in the shade Lilac Frosting, and some more of that e.l.f. makeup seal, and just add a little bit of glitter to that center part of my eyes. For mascara, I'm gonna go with my Great Lash Mascara in the shade Blackest Black. Then I'm gonna move on to doing the under my waterline, and I'm just mimicking what I did on top. First, I applied some of that Jamila shade, that's that orangey shade. Then next I go in with the Sokoto, the red shade, using a smaller detail brush, and then I just blend the two together. In my waterline, I took my NYX eye and eyebrow pencil in the shade black and just run that in my waterline. And then I took some of that black shadow from the palette and just apply that closer to my waterline, and then blend everything together just to create a more smooth outlook. For lashes, I'm gonna take the Kiss lashes in the style Beyond Natural and apply that to my lashes. And for my inner tear duct, I'm gonna take the shade Senegal from the palette It's a very nice gold shade, and just pop that in my inner tear duct. And the eyes are finished. Going back to the face, I'm just applying some more powder under the eyes just to make sure it sets and I get the coverage. Then I'm gonna take some of that Maybelline loose powder and just run that under my bronzed area just to clean it up a bit. For highlighter, I'm gonna take my GELLAR Gilded Honey and just highlight my face, you know, the highest parts of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, the usual spots. For blush, I'm gonna take that shade from the e.l.f. blush palette, the dark one, and just apply my blush. Now we're moving on to the lips, and for the lips, I'm gonna take again that NYX eye and eyebrow pencil and line my lips with it. To fill in my lips, I'm gonna take this Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Witches and just fill my lips with this shade. Between applying coats, I let one coat dry and then apply the next coat. I find that that works best for this. And then I'm just applying some more mascara to my bottom lashes and to my top lashes to fuse the falsies with my natural lashes. Then I'm gonna sweep away all that excess powder that I had and then just go over the areas where I applied my blush and my highlight. And then I'm gonna spray my face down with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray, and that is it. Bye!